Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be doing another makeup haul. This is part 2 of part 1, so I'll be sure to go and link the part 1 below or in the cards. So if you guys like makeup and you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I also have a non-makeup haul coming up soon. So the first thing that I have is this Bliss Hey 4 Eyes eyeshadow palette. I got this from Big Lots. And I have the shade Taupe, which I'm going to go ahead and open this up and show you guys. So this has nice mirrored packaging, which I'm not a big fan of because this can get really dirty really quick. This is what the palette looks like. It's super cool tone, which I am so happy about because there's a lot of palettes that say they're taupe and they're always like a warm shade, kind of this kind of color. They're usually very warm and that's what they say taupe is, and that's not. At least I don't think so. But I really do like how this is nice and cool tone, so I definitely will be trying this out. I think Bliss is actually at like Kohl's, if I'm correct. So I got this for $3. It doesn't say its original price. But another Bliss Hey 4 Eyes 4 eyeshadow palette, and I have the shade Rose. Now you guys know I love rosy shades. I like pink eyeshadow. I like natural pinks. I like, bold pinks. I just like pink, obviously. You can tell. So it has the same packaging as before. This is what the palette looks like. I really am digging this shade right here. I could just use that as a nice crease color and be done, but I think these are more of all shimmer shades or just at least sheeny shades. I don't think these are just like completely flat matte, which I kind of don't like that, but it'll do, it is what it is. Yeah, because they can have some really good stuff marked down really low, so I love going to Big Lots. So I also got the Nudist LA Girl eyeshadow palette. I got this at my local CVS. I was surprised to actually see that because they didn't have any other new makeup in. At least I don't think they did. This is what the palette looks like. I think it's really, really beautiful. It has your nice mix of warm and nude. It has 5 shimmer shades or just sheeny shades, and it has 7 mattes. Now, I definitely think that this color is a lot warmer than what I was expecting. This is definitely a warmer nude kind of palette compared to the LA Colors one that I showed you guys and compared to the Taupe palette. But this definitely would be a nice everyday kind of palette, and honestly, I am obsessed with this kind of packaging. I really think they amped it up. And I think before they had like a flimsy kind of cardboard, but I really do like that they stepped it up to at least the e.l.f. level because this is nice and sleek. I kind of wish that LA Colors and Wet n Wild would move on to this packaging and make it look more high-end than just like the flimsy plasticky containers. But I'm super excited to go and test this bad boy out. I was strolling through Walmart and I wasn't expecting to find anything new because one of the Walmarts that's kind of far away from my house doesn't normally have new stuff. Like they, But I found this Hard Candy Feelin' Mauve eyeshadow palette, and I literally had to pick this up because this is me in a palette, and I have another me in a palette to show you guys, but this, I had to test this thing out. Like similar to my skin tone, on the cooler side, I think this would be such a natural eyeshadow palette to even try. I honestly think this would be so natural looking. So I went into Gordman's and I found the W7 I Wanted eyeshadow palette. Now tell me if this looks like anything familiar to you guys, because this kind of reminds me of something high-end. So this is what the palette looks like. Now this shade right here is more taupey. In person it's not as gray as it's picking up on camera, but this palette literally only has 3 matte shades and the rest are sheeny and or shimmer. But this kind of reminds me of the Boudoir Eyes, I think. I honestly enjoy this packaging. I think it's super travel friendly, and I like how you can hear it like click into place. I don't need to worry about it flying everywhere. That's the one thing I don't like about my Natural Mattes palette from the old version. You don't have like the security of like the hearing it close like that. So to me, I feel like it's gonna just go everywhere. Last but certainly not least, this had to be one of my favorite purchases makeup wise. This is the Valentine palette in Scarlet. Now you guys can see what this palette probably reminds you of. Just take 1 minute just to look at the packaging. Yeah, you guys guessed it. It's exact same size. It's the exact same thickness. Honestly, if they didn't have names on it, I would have thought it was just Morphe. But this is what the palette looks like now, guys. This is so beautiful. This is literally, I should have had this palette near my wedding day, because this is my kind of ideal palette. If I was, honestly, besides like, I'd probably add a couple more shades in of like a taupe, like a nice cool tone taupe, kind of like Tough as Taupe by Maybelline. Just add a couple of those in, and I think this would honestly be my kind of palette. I am super excited to go and test this out. Maybe it's the same formula as Morphe, maybe it's not, but I really do love this palette. So this is going to be like the #1 thing I'm going to be testing out. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.